deeper into the examination of the pro-abortion psychology, and it almost always comes down to this. Well, but I matter more than somebody else. Why? What do you mean? Who cares if it's another human life? Because I can't even get them to acknowledge the species of the life, that it's uniquely made. It's not their DNA. But then all of a sudden we hit up to a moral stopping point, a critical one. They say, well, but I'm in charge, and my sovereignty matters more than somebody else, so of course I should be able to eliminate it. And we have this idea that bodily autonomy matters more than the will of God because they don't acknowledge God. You know, the vast majority of pastors in this country will never ever speak out about the crisis of abortion, ever. And we wonder why there is this kind of moral and cultural decay and downfall, because the only way we win is if the American church rises up. In the last 20 years, we have decided to indulge, 30 years, in a very tempting yet failed model. And finally, we're starting to reckon with the problem. The model is very simple. It's that, hey, we want to get the biggest church possible. We want to get the biggest building possible. And we want to get people in, and we can't offend them. So we're not going to talk about any of the parts of the Bible that might be hard or difficult. We're just going to do John 3:16 every single week. But if you don't talk about sin, why do you need a Savior? If you don't talk about sin, what are you getting saved from? If you're not talking about that you're being suffocated by your own original sin, then why would you need to be redeemed? Because you're awesome the way you are. He gets you. He's amazing. You're amazing. Jesus, when you're watching porn, he's like, yeah, keep doing it. He gets you. He affirms your sin. We went to an affirmational model when instead we need a hot gospel that says almost every hour of the day you are sinning. You have original sin, and only by the grace of God that you did not earn, that you do not deserve, is this free gift of salvation that can redeem you, and only through there you do get the promise of heaven via Jesus Christ. That is the hot gospel, but it requires confronting a culture and not conforming via the social gospel that we have seen over the last 30 years. You want to know why the church has become less pro-life? Because it doesn't preach the gospel like it used to. When